Can you please ask Rekkles if he thinks the actual G2 has a chance in the international scene? I guess so. I think it really depends on meta for... Actually, no. I don't think it does. I changed my mind. I think they're good enough to play all metas, probably. I just think this one is like their best one, probably. Because they don't have to play as a team. They can just do their things on their own lanes. I feel like League of Legends has kind of gone from being really like strategical to just like pick the strongest lane champ and smash your lane and end the game in 15. So I just really don't want to play Astro. I'm gonna play Jhin, as I said earlier. But I have no idea as for the international scene. Probably though. They're really good players. They have really good players. So I feel like even if the meta were to change, they'd still be fine. It's just this meta specifically, it's really tough to play against a team like G2 because you can like pressure so much. I don't know. There's so much to take on the map now, so it feels like pressure means a lot. And they have it pretty much every game they play from draft / their skill. So it's kind of scary to play against them because of that. Sleep well, my dude. I feel like, for example, if the meta was more strategical, then we'd be more fine. And they'd be less fine, but maybe not to the extent where like we're all of a sudden super good and they're all of a sudden super bad. It's just more... In this meta, I feel like they are like super hard to play against in comparison to if it was a strategical meta. Then they'd only be hard to play against, not super hard. And then you have us in comparison, like we're probably like super easy to play against now in this meta because we don't really contest anywhere. Just give too much pressure, too much stuff. But then if it was more of a strategical meta, it wouldn't be like that easy, you know? It would just be like easy or okay. I don't think the meta will change too drastically though, so I would say they would be fine, yeah. Wait, who am I even playing against? At least that's my opinion. I just think there's so much like... It's just so much gold, you know? Pressure means like a lot of gold now. Meanwhile, a couple of years back, pressure wouldn't really mean so much. Or even last year before the crab, pressure wouldn't mean so much. Or before now, the recent Drake change with buffed Drakes plus 100 gold versus the old one, which was worse Drakes plus 25 gold, right? Same for the plates, you know, like all of these things that get added to the game just make it so snowballing is more efficient, and having pressure usually is step one of that. So a team like G2 just like have, you know, they have so much to offer in a meta like this. But as I said, I don't think it will like change too drastically, so they should be fine. If I had to choose a team from EU that would do well, it would be them. I think Schalke would be worse, even though they look fine. Actually, they lost this week, didn't they? So maybe not. Maybe they're not as good anymore. Also, what the fuck? And my team has so many players. I guess I do as well, though. But yeah, I would put my money on G2 over anyone else in Europe, so... I guess the answer you wanted was yes, they'll probably do well. Like any other European team throughout time. Has there ever been a year where we've been like really shit? 2014? Yeah, 2014. Ever since then we've always had a team going pretty far, haven't we? Our team that's been like pretty good. Last year that was us, and this year is probably G2. At least right now it is. What do you think about OG? Huh. I'd say they're pretty good. I think they play a good mixture of strategical versus pressure. Kind of what I feel like we should be. Because I feel like G2 is like only pressure, not really strategical. They just like slam their head in the wall so many times that they win because of it. And then OG is like somewhere in between. And then we are like on the scale over here. We're like way over here. Like on the complete opposite side of G2, basically on the spectrum, theoretical spectrum. I think OG is like somewhere in between. They play a very, very good game, I would say, of the League of Lasagna. Probably has a lot to do with their experienced players / coaching staff. I feel like they would be the kind of team who have like a sick structure in place to improve and, you know, do things the right way. Meanwhile, G2 seems to be more of the kind of team who just has these 5 guys having a blast together and, you know, loving the time together. Last game of the day, my friends. Let's win this shit. I think Vitality and G2 are actually very similar teams. Very, very similar teams. Just Vitality are a little bit worse. And I was hoping by now that we'd be a similar team to Origin, but we haven't really gotten there yet. Still kind of playing the games without pressure. I'm trying to be strategical, but it's kind of hard to be strategical if you're getting pushed in everywhere. And never do anything proactive, just reactive. Then it doesn't really become strategical, it just becomes like bad. One day, my friends, one day.